Welcome back to a new episode of the OCAD Youth Sports Report. I'm your host, Nader,
And my name is Sam.
and today we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We have some Super Bowl stuff we can start with, and then
Yeah.
we'll get into the rest.
All right, so for the Super Bowl, damn, that was an insane, intense match. It was just neck and neck for the whole game. Like the 49ers, the first half, like the first quarter,
They were dominating
they were
defensively.
dominating.
Yeah.
Like I think it was the first two quarters,
Mm-hmm.
right? They were just dominating, and then I think it was the third quarter that Casey got the touchdown. Like finally got the touchdown.
Who's Casey?
Oh wait,
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Like me and my friends like go when we watched it, we called them KC.
Yeah.
So that it just stuck with me. But Kelsey, they got the touchdown in the third quarter.
They were
but it
putting a
gave me
lot of
hope.
pressure on the receivers for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
So Patrick Mahomes was setting up his receivers pretty good, but they were just fumbling
yeah,
at the beginning.
bro. Brock was like, this guy's plays were insane, bro.
Yeah.
This guy's like the way that he pinpointed like where to throw. Like he found the greatest opening, right, for every play. Like it was actually insane.
He's a great quarterback, but
yeah.
Mahomes is in a league of his own now.
Yeah,
You can
exactly,
you have
bro.
to put everyone else underneath him. Like Lamar Jackson, he's one of my favorites. He just won MVP of the league, but you have to put him underneath Mahomes because Mahomes he won 3 Super Bowls in the last
Yeah.
5 years,
Last 5 years, yeah.
which is crazy. He's only 28.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like before 30, this guy just
yeah. Everyone's comparing him. Oh, is he gonna surpass Tom Brady? Tom Brady. he could.
we'll
could
see
do
next
it.
year. We'll see. I
They're
mean,
they're basically a dynasty. The Chiefs are basically a dynasty.
yeah, exactly. But did you see, like, even though the Chiefs won, there was Taylor Swift's boyfriend. He caused a scene with his coach. Did you see that?
Yeah,
I was
he
actually very like disgusted by that.
If it was Bill
Like-
Belichick, the Tom Brady's coach back in the New England Patriot days,
Yeah.
he would have benched. He would have
Yeah,
benched
he
his
would've
face, 'cause there's no way he'd shot
Yeah.
in his face like that and he'd keep him in.
Because
He
he
was
only wanted.
shouting because he wanted to stay in the game. He was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
put me back in.
Put me back in. Like, he went up to his coach's face. Like,
Put me
right
back
here.
in. My girl's
Right.
watching." My girl. But yeah, it was neck and neck. It went to overtime.
Yeah.
And apparently the 49ers didn't know about the sudden match thing in the playoffs, where basically if you have overtime,
Yeah.
the first team that gets a touchdown,
Yeah.
they win.
Yeah.
So apparently they weren't aware of the rules because it's new, I think. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They,
So they were up in the overtime
Yeah.
up until the last 20 or something seconds.
Yeah.
Then the Chiefs got the touchdown.
yeah.
But the whole overtime, Patrick Mahomes was in control of the whole game. The
Oh,
composure was insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
No other
absolutely.
player can have that type of composure under that pressure.
Yeah. Like, one thing that I would say is that the 49ers would have had this in the bag.
Mhm.
They would have had it. They would have had it. Like, if during the overtime they didn't get the 3 points, but they got the touchdown
Yeah.
instead, bro, that would have been their first one, and I think in maybe 4 or 5 plus years.
First Super Bowl?
Yeah.
No, they won.
No,
They-
like they won before, but from the last 5 years, I would. No, right?
No,
Huh?
they won back. That's
They
back
did?
to back. They repeated. They
Oh,
won
yeah,
last
yeah.
year, But they
Yeah.
lost the year before.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
mixing
They're
up
a
with someone
dynasty.
else.
They won 3 in the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Which
No. The 49ers.
The 49. You're talking about the 49ers?
Yeah, the 49ers, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if they won in the last 5 years. I'm not sure.
I think they won 2 years ago. I'm not
Not
sure.
sure.
I have to check it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, on some boxing news.
So for some boxing news, so recently Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they met up, and they were just roasting the crap out of each other. But I would say it wasn't even roasting, man. Ryan Garcia didn't even roast the guy. He just kept on saying that yo, your breath stinks
Oh, that guy pisses me off.
for 5 minutes.
Everything about that guy pisses me off.
Yeah, bro, his social media too, Yo, look how fast I can
Look
push
how
his back,
fast my
dude.
hands are.
Yeah. He's just a TikTok star. He's a social media star, and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
people just watch him because he's just fast. Like, purely because he's fast.
exactly.
Like I don't want to be out here like dissing him because I do like him, but he needs to get out of that
Yeah, he
and
needs to
just
like.
focus purely like his mentality. His mentality needs to be purely on boxing.
Yeah.
Like it's just not like he's just a social media
Social media
like
star. Yeah.
star. Yeah, just so annoying.
Yeah.
Right? Like Devin Haney, like this is why Devin Haney is gonna win. This is why I feel like he's gonna win because like he's everything that Ryan Garcia wishes that he is.
Yeah.
Like wishes that he can be, right? And yeah, just Devin Haney for the dub. I feel like.
Yeah,
But-
I'm picking Devin Haney as well.
Yeah.
I saw their like little Twitter back and forth. They were tweeting
Yeah.
over the Super Bowl, and like Ryan Garcia said something about his dad or something. He's like, we're smoking on his on Haney's dad pack or whatever. And
that's
it,
crazy.
yeah,
Okay.
so they just
So
like
it's got
some
heated.
corny back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they fought a lot back in the day, like
mm-hmm.
right during their amateur days.
Yeah,
They did like I think 6 fights,
mm-hmm.
right? Against each other.
Against
So
each
like
other. Okay,
they know how they both play. Like
Mhm.
like they know each other very well,
that's good.
right? So this will be a very very good fight because they already know what the other is gonna do.
But that was years ago.
Right.
though.
But that was
So,
years ago. Yeah. Like sure. Yeah. Like it was years ago, but you know that tension is still there. You
Yeah,
know, like
for
because
sure.
I feel like even though they did fight back in the day, like they were still good friends,
Mm-hmm.
right? But now you know the game's the game.
The game's the game.
The game's the game. They gotta go at it. So they gotta cause the beef and just go crazy.
And since we're talking about physical sports, let's talk about WWE.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So right now, it's about Cody Rhodes. Just like some background, I've been watching WWE when I was young. I was watching it, but I stopped watching it back in like 2014, 2015. So my info about what's happening now is kind of like shaky.
mm-hmm.
But what I know is Cody Rhodes, he's on his way back to WrestleMania, and The Rock, who's I think he's part owner of the TKO, the TKO
the board.
company, the
Yeah.
board, and he just wanted to insert himself and like
Yeah,
come
it
back
was-
and like fight in WrestleMania. Basically, like fuck up Cody Rhodes' story. He wants to fight what's his name, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And because their whole storyline is like, my family is they made a blood oath with Roman Reigns' family, and yeah, we have to finish that blood oath. And then they flipped it, and they had like a press conference. They kind of flipped it because they had a lot of backlash. Everyone was
Yeah.
saying like, let Cody finish his story. I mean, it was like, fuck The Rock.
Yeah.
And The Rock played into that. Probably WWE was like, WWE like changed up the story again because they're like, okay, we can't like, everyone's like saying, oh, let Cody finish his story. So they
Yeah.
made The Rock play into his more of a villain role, and they kind of flipped it. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna let The Rock fight Triple H,
Mm-hmm.
since Triple H is like the commissioner now instead of Vince McMahon. So they're gonna be like, they're probably gonna do that, and they're gonna let Cody Rhodes finish his fight against Roman Reigns in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But it's nice to
Yeah.
see, like, for me, the press conference was like really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to see the WWE kind of like getting back on the
Getting
like,
back on its-
nostalgic
Yeah.
like storylines. Because for the past few years, I'm not only for me, but a lot of people that used to watch WWE, they're like, oh, it's kind of fell off. Because
Yeah.
the like the stars now, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, everyone's like,
Yeah.
they're not really like that good.
Yeah, like for me, like when WWE, I used to watch it like 2008 to 2012,
Yeah.
right? And then after that, that's when it fell off for me because then, just like not because I just didn't want to, like just stop watching it,
Yeah.
but because everyone that I grew up with,
Yeah. they
right?
kinda,
We're like,
get
oh yeah, this
involved
is
in-
fake. Like this is
Yeah.
like this is not worth to watch anymore. You know, this like what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Right, so then it kind of influenced me to like just stop watching
Yeah.
as well, right? But I would have still loved to still watch, I'm probably just gonna go back and just
Yeah, that's
you
what
know
I did.
just
Yeah, my brother, that's what we did. Like, we went into this like rabbit hole, just watching like old WWE games
yeah
on YouTube, like
Yeah.
full like Royal Rumble games. They're
yeah
pretty entertaining, even when you know it's fake, but it's still entertaining.
yeah. It's
'cause-
so entertaining. Yeah.
yeah,
It's so cool.
Yeah.
like right. The idea seems so wild.
yeah,
Right? Like a 30 man,
30, yeah, Royal
a
Rumble.
rumble. You're like, what the hell? Right?
Yeah.
The ring is like pretty small as it is. How can you
And
fit
for
30
the
people?
Royal Rumble, you don't know sometimes you don't know who's fighting. They just like
Yeah, you
like
just see
the
people
wrestler
just go-
makes his return. Like back in 2021, I think
Yeah.
they brought back Edge. That was crazy.
Mm,
So yeah, that's nice to like. I'm probably gonna go back and watch again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Me too.
on to some NBA news. The Raptors, they traded Dennis Schroeder to the Nets. And they got back Kelly Olynyk. He's a solid role player. Also, the Lakers, they didn't do any trades in the deadline, but they signed Spencer Dinwiddie off waivers. He was with the Nets, and then he got traded to Dallas, and then they waived him. So he's a free agent, so the Lakers signed him. He's going to be a good addition to the team since they have a lot of injuries to their guards. Gabe Vincent, who they signed from the Miami Heat last year, he's been injured the whole season. Who else? Vanderbilt, their wing, he's injured. Cam Reddish is injured. They have a lot of injuries, so it's good to add like a big guard. Like, he's 6'5".
Yeah.
He can shoot when he gets hot. But this year he's having like a down season from like shooting standpoint. But he's still a good playmaker. He doesn't make that many turnovers. Averages like 6 assists.
Yeah.
And he used to be teammates with D'Angelo Russell back in Brooklyn in 2018.
Okay.
So they have that chemistry. So it's gonna be nice to have another playmaker on the team. And the Lakers, they kind of figured it out. I wouldn't say figured it out, but they won 6 of their last 9 games.
Okay.
But they lost they've lost some games they could have won. They lost to the Atlanta Hawks, Houston Rockets, but then they beat good teams like the Warriors. But they lost against the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
It was like the same repeat of last year's Western Conference Finals. They're neck and neck the whole game, and then Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., they just get like insanely clutch at the end, and no one can stop them. They make the defensive mistakes, and there's no like coaching adjustments, and the lead gets back to like 10 for the Nuggets in the last like 2 minutes. So they end up losing. That's what happened in the Western Conference Finals. Basically a repeat. Like they're in the game the whole time, but then they just like lose it at the end. Partly due to like coaching adjustments, but yeah.
Well, like at least like they managed to win 6 out of their 9 matches, right? So like I'm sure they did some change to.
Yeah, but they're gonna.
But
Pretty sure Darvin Ham's gonna fuck it up again. Because I heard that the one they signed Dennis, what's his name, Spencer Dinwiddie. He's a guard. This guy loves to play like 3 guards at the same time. He loves to play small, even though you have wings on your team. He loves to play small, which like doesn't work when you don't have that shooting. It only works for the Golden State Warriors back in their day when they're like crazy. They had like crazy 3-point shooting everywhere. But your team is not a good 3-point shooting team. Why do you love playing like 3 guard lineups? It's so dumb. So yeah, he like mentioned something about like, can't wait to play the 3 guard lineup. Everyone was like, oh my god. But yeah, that's basically it for NBA news.
all right, guys, that's been it for the Sports Report podcast. It's been your host Sam,
And there,
and we'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys.
peace.